Orlando.com says mid-90s average summer high. Yeah, that sounds about right. The problem is that that is the average. I fully will believe that. When you get into Disney, it's so much worse because it's a concrete jungle, so the heat just just bakes into the ground and it radiates up from underneath you. Then you're in a polyester costume in direct sunlight. It feels like temperature goes through the fucking roof. It's always really annoying. Every day I would leave for work and I would check the weather to be like, oh, it's only going to be 91 degrees today. Feels like 111. Well, fuck me.
Did they?
Did I get fucked by Mickey Mouse? Is that what you're asking me?
Touch you, Ben. That one.
This is part of the initiation.
Oh my.
You don't end up like Goofy.
Oh my god.
What's wrong, Dread?
Nothing.
Do you not want to end up like Goofy?
I've read so many Donald Ducks earlier in my life, so
That guy doesn't wear any pants. Ever think about that? Weird.
I mean,
Donald
they
Duck was
also
always
all
my
wear
favorite.
gloves. That is also very disconcerting to me.
Also, they're all animals.
Well, I mean, when you
2D.
work there, you see someone wearing half a costume pretty often.
You mean in the catacombs?
Yeah. Also, fuck Disney princesses. They're all bitches.
That doesn't surprise me for some reason.
I remember once we lost our drinking fountain, so we didn't have any access to water, and the nearest one to my break area was the princess's break room. And I still have pictures on my phone, but they're still from so long ago. It takes so long to find them. My break room was a dirty industrial hallway, and our table that we use, I'm using quotes here, was the empty spool from like a large coil of wire. Turned on its side. So that was my break room. So we ate on the floor on an old piece of wood that used to have industrial purposes. The princess's break room, which was 10 feet away, was like, I don't know, maybe about 1,800 square feet, leather couches, masseuses, like make your own. Every day they'd have your make your own something bar, ice cream, burger, pizza. They'd have big screen TVs all over the place. Nice and AC'd in there, and we had to go in there to get our water for like 2 days, and we got so much fucking attitude. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Netherlands, your Indonesian lands are getting sieged by.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Dutch?
they're
Oh,
very particular.
It's indeed quite particular, yeah. I mean, that happens when you
Interests.
expand too fast.
Yeah, finish. You know what I'm talking about. I showed you.
No, it happens when you've been getting yanked into a war for like 30 years and they won't peace out.
Well, it is called the 30 Years' War.
True.
Yeah, but unlike the 30 Years' War, we actually kicked their ass.
Oh,
well,
this
half
stream's
the
been
Ottomans are occupied,
demonetized.
plenty.
He just said ass.
I think if it's gonna get DM'd, it's from you.
Say anything controversial.
Not at all. Find it.
No comment.
There's a lot of pictures of baby Penny in here.
I mean, that sounds like a proper phone then, because my phone is 55% pictures of my cat.
Yep, sounds about right. That's a lot.
Mine's
of
about
Penny.
90% my kid.
I mean, that's also fair. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Baby
Mine's
Penny.
mostly my wife and dogs.
Oh, speaking of wife, someone just came home.
Well, hello there.
Oh, it's such a little baby penny.
I was about to say something that's probably controversial.
Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. I just went past it. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna show it on. I'm gonna pull this up for chat. This is my break room from when I worked at Disney. That is a dirty industrial hallway, a couple chairs, and an empty spool. That's see, I'm not fucking. It is the empty spool from some fucking wires. That is where that was my break room.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I still had it.
My chat's just reminding me that the 30 Years' War that Hellsen's involved in is nothing. I was in a 60-year war against Ming as Oda.
Yeah, but you just
wasn't
blocked all their
a war.
ports.
You just sat there.
Your wars against Ming were just like burning every coastal village for several decades.
Yep, pretty much. And it's quite disappointing how little devastation blockades do.
I thought it did a lot, but apparently it's not as much as I expected.
0.1 a month, and they repair at 0.5.
Oh, so it's 0.05 per month?
Yeah.
That's slow.
Slow.
No, I mean, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Maths is hard. But it's really slow. Like, in the 60 years, I think I got their devastation up to about 40%, and within about 5 years it was all repaired.
Yeah. I mean, when in my Nepal game, I had a proper Ming explosion just because I kind of helped it along with, you know, supporting rebels and stuff like that and other things. But they just had they kind of did most of it themselves. Did you hit your elbow? I regaled them with some Disney stories for a while, and I showed them my breaker.
Ben really misses Disney.
Yeah, I really miss Disney. Hi. I got one recently because the AC turned off again, and it got up to like fucking 80 in here. Local missionary strength. Yes, I will.
You loved me.
Hey, that's my wife. You got your own.
Fine.
He said something about loving me, and I was like, no, you got your own wife to love you. I got mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, Ange, don't make me come over there. Guys.
You gonna go to China? Go to Shanghai Disney?
All the way to China.
How far are you from Shanghai?
By train, it doesn't take long. It's really close by train. Less than an hour.
He's less than an hour from Shanghai Disney, so you can go visit that park.
Go visit section.
Yeah, apparently that was a big issue they had for a while. Like the locals defecating in public.
Oh god, yeah, that can happen. So some people, like, because they're from the countryside, their manners are not that great. So when they have like a baby and the baby wants to go to the toilet, I've seen people like hold their baby above a bin and just let them poop it or pee in the bin.
Yeah. I mean, you know, having to deal with you know idiot humans is a pretty big part of that. There's a lot of
most modern cities. Like if you go to Shanghai, you normally would not see that, but you know the problem that's happened in China is because people got rich so quickly. I think there's a Chinese word for it. People here have a word for it. There's people they call like the poor, uncivilized rich. It's like a translation of that.
Okay.
So it's just people who got really rich very quickly, but they didn't learn the manners when they were kids. Or act like when they were poorer. So like they'll spit and you know let their kids pee on the floor.
Yeah. You can't just blame that on Chinese like tourists though, because just regular fucking Americans do that too.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm saying that the Chinese have a word like they talk
they
about
have
it
a specific
themselves.
word for it, yeah.
Because like the government actually has like videos up teaching people like how to act when you travel. Because some people do give them bad reputation.
Apparently,
a lot of people
managed to embrace Renaissance finally.
Oh wow, they just got the Renaissance. Holy shit!
And yet they're
still behind me. So. Oh, never mind. They just jumped me. They just past me. Bloody hell! Can't English today.
Ming is number 6. They're only 194%. Yeah, like when you're opening the attractions and you're doing the walkthrough in the morning to make sure everything's working, finding like bags filled with piss and shit was pretty common. Like just finding like a human dump on the side of the ride it's pretty normal.
It's good morale, doesn't it?
Or dumping human ashes, that sort of thing.
I remember you telling us about that.
Ashes.
Yep, human ashes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
To be close to Mickey.
It's very common. Disturbingly so. So Cubzone Breakdown, is there multiple Cs or just a vanilla game? If you're new to EU4, there is the vanilla game. But there are, about a dozen DLCs now, guys? Like major ones?
Yeah,
Something
about
like that, yeah.
Around a dozen. Hang on a second. I could actually get you all with all the information. I have it pinned in my Discord. Hang on a second.
Hey, they finally pieced out the Ottomans. We have positive war score.
Hey.
Message. Here we go. Open that up. Here, this link is like it's a little out of date. It doesn't have all of the DLCs on it, but it's like a blow by blow of what DLCs are out there and which ones are the most important to get. If you think about getting into the game, wait till the end of the month though, because it's going to go on sale.
Always wait for the sales. It's probably best time.
Yeah, we got an autumn sale coming in like the 3rd week in October. So.
And 100% more score.
Them very regularly, to be honest.
Union
The
has taken
Evangelical
over.
Union is victorious. Protestant becomes
Oh
the official
my.
faith and holy Roman Empire.
I still can't see Europe, so I don't know what shit going on.
There's some things happening. Ooh,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I get the shouts. It's just I can't see it.
I know people
Who
are
are
yelling
you?
at each other.
Every now and then a bottle arrives at my coast and I read it and it's like, yeah, shit happened in Europe. Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Oh man, they took a lot of Spain.
Ooh, Curly checking out Civ 6. I'm waving you away. Just buy Civ 5 or 4. It's cheaper and a much better game.
Just buy Paradox games.
And Austria went reform for whatever reason.
I think all the Civs up till 5 are good and playable.
Yeah.
They're good, but the problem is that I always, whenever I look at them, I'm like, oh, should I play it? I always go, yeah, I'm going to play EU4. EU2. That's my problem. I think the Paradox EU4 and CK2 are just better.
I like both genres. I mean, they're different styles, obviously. I like them both.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, because the styles are quite different, depends what you prefer. And because I prefer this one, the style of this.
Like, I recently reinstalled Civ 5 because I felt like playing a little bit more. And, I played it for a couple hours. And I enjoyed my time with it.
Gujarat.
What about Gujarat?
I could buy some knowledge.
Feel obligated to repay the debt. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Woo! Cannot offer share knowledge while Japan... Oh, wait, there we go.
Europe looks weird.
I almost hit embargo instead of share knowledge.
Oh. Thank you.
Almost. Alrighty. Alright, I guess Spain is now a new rival, apparently. And the Tims.
Don't know if you want it, Mordred, but
Yes, I want it.
very well.
Hey, Timurids, I got something to say to you. Send insult. May your sky be ever filled with comets.
Actually, that's the point. I haven't done that myself for a while.
I wanted to get those
Ming
extra
keeps
points.
scornfully insulting
Oh.
me. It's lovely.
France has really gobbled up a bit of Spain, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they got a lot from that war.
Yeah, they did. Bay of Biscay is all there.
Oh, wait. I can see your... Holy hell.
Isn't there meant to be a ghost of a little boy haunting the haunted mansion?
Oh my god, one of the Indonesian nations is
A lot of those
asking to
stories.
share knowledge of me.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one are they offering to share? Which one? Printing press? They beat you to it that badly?
Yeah, because Dutch.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh god, a Protestant French?
Dutch is
yeah,
spreading it all
okay,
down
I
there.
can see that now.
Civ 2, Cyrus, yeah, Civ 2, right up here, bud. High five.
That's... wow.
Yeah,
Dude.
Civ 2 was a great game. I love Civ 2.
Civ 2 is.
I love Civ 1 as well.
Mm-hmm. I played Civ 1. I think
I never saw Civ 1. I've never even seen what it looks like. I've played Civ 2.
I've played them all. I mean,
I've
Civ
played them
1
all.
was where I understood the sentence "one more turn" for the very first time.
Yeah.
Just
I had a
one
lot of
more
fun with Civ
turn,
1.
dude.
Civ 2 was like it was just really top notch in terms of like getting that genre down. I played a lot of Civ 2.
It was a good start. Like it had a good idea what it was.
This is a game I recently wanted to start. I want to do a series on it. It's an oldie but a goodie. But I want to know if any of you guys have played it. Masters of Orion 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So-
Moo
I
2,
didn't play
yes.
Aren't they doing a remake
Who
of that?
hasn't?
Or have they made a remake of that?
They did a
remake
basically a
isn't that
blow
good.
by blow remake called Moo 3, but it
No.
doesn't have the same feel.
Master of
No,
Orion
the,
3 was
um,
terrible. There was one actually just called Master of Orion.
Yeah, but it's the remake.
no, you're right, you're
Wargaming did it. It is not as good as the original. I own it. I own all 3 originals as well.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the new Moo, I'm not a fan.
How come?
Mordred, you're 100% correct, though. I was wrong. There is a Moo 3, and it is garbage, but there's a remake of Moo 1, like Dredd said, made by Wargaming. That just... They kind of tried to just do the same thing and bring it into the modern era, but it just doesn't have the same feel to it. It's lacking soul.
Okay.
It is definitely lacking something.
It just wasn't as good. Delete some of these old forts that I don't need anymore.
People
And rebuild
complain
new
about
forts
that.
in other places. Ha 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 ha. Take a look at that. This map mode. Ah, that's the nice bright green in India. I don't actually know if I've ever played Civ 3 now that I think about it. I know I played the fuck out of 2, and the fuck out of 4, and the fuck out of 5, and 6 was garbage.
3 and 4 were very similar.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's why. I may have it, I just don't remember if they were that similar.
I think Civ 3 had more of an emphasis on just carpeting the world with cities, while 4 was more concentrated because of the happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Do, 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 do.
4 also got some pretty good graphics as well. That helped it.
4 was squares, right, instead of hexes?
Yes. 5 was the
X's
first
win
time in the
5.
hex.
Yeah.
And 4 also had some great mods like Fall from Heaven.
There was some really that's what I think really made it really like so great was the mod community were really good for Civ 4.
And it had great music.
Yes.
DJ, seriously, if you're gonna buy U4, just wait like a week. It's gonna go on sale on Steam like 75 or more % off. I can guarantee it.
Yep.
In game and the DLC, or
Yeah.
at least maybe not the newest one, but at least all the rest.
All but Dharma will go on sale for probably 75% off.
Even Dharma's worth getting though.
Dharma was like Dharma was like a sneaky DLC. Like everybody was so focused like a laser beam on goddamn Holy Fury, and then everybody knew Dharma was there. Like, oh yeah, it's India. It's nice that they're kind of doing some stuff over there. But how about that Holy Fury? And then Dharma came out, and it was just really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking solid. I've
Yeah,
been very happy with it.
So,
Yeah,
real
the
solid
rework of
DLC.
India is great. And the rework of the whole government reforms is also awesome.
Yeah, and the estate rework has been really nice too.
Yeah,
estate rework's
the
free,
fact
though.
that The fact
Yeah,
that the
that is
limit is no longer like 70 or 80%, but actually 100%, which makes a lot more sense.
Yes. And they don't require territory anymore.
Nope. You can give it to it. You could completely. I know a lot of people who hate the estates, and basically what I always end up telling them is, yes, you can completely ignore them now. You're going to be playing at a disadvantage, but you can completely ignore them now.
Sometimes it is a strategic thing, though. Like in my community multiplayer with 2, I've not used estates, but that's because they increase autonomy, which means you get the government reforms slower. And I wanted the governments. But yes, generally, you would be playing at a disadvantage.
Yeah, a lot of those estate interactions are really solid. Like if you just need a real fast influx of power points, which you can get up to 150 power points just by milking the estates correctly. The Jains are really great because in India, if you give the Jains land, they could just give you free development. There's a button for just develop a Jains estate, and just more. They just do it.
Yeah, it's only one province though. When we first got it, I was like, "Ooh, there's going to be multiple." You got 2 events at the same time, Netherlands. Crikey! Something just happened in America. Chocolate and tobacco.
Yep.
Well then.
Chamaco.
I think someone just discovered how to make people addicted to things.
Ooh, give me some, give me some, give me some.
So I'm spending 20 ducats a month apparently in colonies. Whoops.
That's not that bad.
Well, I got 2 events. They're like, hey, you want to send people here? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I looked up. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. How many colonies do I have going on?
5, maybe 6.
Yeah, I'm up to 5 right now.
Yes, the
Sounds
Iberia
I mean,
we
you
work
can
is next.
handle that. You're fucking Netherlands. Come on.
Oh, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I was just like, what the hell's going on?
It's a humble brag. He's saying, "Oh no, I'm spending 10 ducats on colonies."
And my diamond
20 or whatever
shoes
it
are
was.
too tight, and my wallet is too thin to hold all my 50s.
Oh my.
It's a classic humble brag.
And yes, apparently they've announced that Iberia is going to be next, so they're going to rework that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like, at least in the pictures, like what they did in Mio in Texas. Breaking it up in Leon and all the other smaller.
That's not
Yeah,
entirely.
Galicia's 3 provinces.
Yeah, they've broken up the provinces, but the image that you're talking about there, Mus, that was actually we've released all of the nations to show you what's now releasable. That's not
Yes.
actually how it's going to work.
Ah. That I did not get from it.
They released all the nations that were, available. but that's
Releasable.
not what that's what I thought too. When I first looked at it, I thought that was like, oh, Spain's fucking sweet looking. And then I read it, and I was like, oh.
Hasn't really changed, except for the fact that, yeah,
Disappoint-
provinces are broken up, which it needed, because the Spanish provinces are huge compared to most in Europe.
And for some reason, Spain's an idiot. Like, Spain doesn't build anything other than level 2 forts a lot. So you get to mid-game, and they're just a paper tiger.
They're not as bad as Russia, though. Russia is the best. We have 150 force limit, all infantry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that a whole bunch of times. In the game I was playing this morning with Leah, Muscovy was my ally, and they had a force limit of 50, and they had 1 cannon, and 4 cavalry, and the rest were infantry. I was like, that's not a really balanced doodle.
Twitch just went down for me. Has it gone down for you guys?
Nope, mine's still up.
It's
No,
upright
mine's
now.
alright.
Weird.
Thanks, dude.
I'm still getting
Minecraft.
response from my Twitch side, so I'm guessing it's still up.
I do
Huh.
not play a lot of Minecraft. Maybe it's just a local thing.
Yeah, I've had issues with Twitch going down a fair amount, so I'm clearly on a dodgy server.
Yeah, the other day when I was watching you, it went down for, 20, 30 seconds.
Utari, are you on
using-
EU London as well?
I am indeed.
Why is it down for me and not for you?
Ooh, training fields. Ah, delightful.
Oh, we're back again.
I'm on Frankfurt. It's just one of the
I
closer
don't-
ones to me.
Remember if I saw Cukes. Hey, Comrade Joe, thanks for the new Patreon pledge. Appreciate it.
Can we hook mine to do that?
Yes, we can. Now that we have separate doodles.
Do you need anything?
Roblox. I've never
Roblox.
played. I've never played Roblox.
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 No, good. Well, actually, no, I'm not good. I could use it.
Oh man, like it's gonna cost like
If you say Fortnite, dude.
nearly, it's gonna cost like nearly 2,000 gold to fucking upgrade all of my ships.
Oh
It's
yeah.
getting ridiculous now.
My trade fleet alone was like 2,000. That didn't even count like the heavies and stuff.
Yeah, but it's all right. You can pay for it. Like fuck me. You got 80 fucking what is it? 84% control of the fucking English channel. How the fuck am I gonna ever get enough money to upgrade my navy?
How have you let him do that? Build up your centres of trade.
What do you mean? How did I let him?
You've
When
got
I had
3
that
level 1
fucking
centres of trade.
That 0 king fucked me over. I have not been able to invest anything into ideas for years, just trying to keep up with tech.
It's
I
kill
can't keep up
Scotland?
with his dev.
Atari,
and
it's
then
not
obviously
tech.
losing Scotland.
You've got 3 level 1 centres of trade. Take out a couple of loans and get them to level 2. That will be a massive boost.
Oh yeah, I forget Dharma's a thing.
Yeah, that's why you're losing. It's not development, it's your centres of trade.
The centers of trade do a big difference. Like I've got like 5 or 6 world ports right now. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, they are.
You gotta just saw the Rockstar devs are doing 100-hour crunch weeks. Well, welcome to modern game industry. Yeah.
Ugh. Just had to go.
Oh yeah,
50.
that was really bad.
Yeah.
These people don't get paid overtime. How's that AE? I haven't touched anybody. Why are you guys such bitches? Little fucks. I just want to murder a little.
Oh, that's where my money's gone. You started to steal it, Gujarat. Might have to take some of my own advice and get some more trade ports.
What, I'm not stealing shit from you.
There you are. You've got ships trading fleet. thing.
I am trading with your lower classes. I am not stealing anything. I am a humble trader.
Thief.
He's a humble thief.
I mean, if you want, I could be pirating the node.
Oh, I wasn't talking pirating, just protecting trade. Grr, go protect your own trade.
I am protecting my own trade. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what? Just for that, I'm taking 10%
Challenge
more
you
trade
for duel.
I'm getting more trade efficiency. All right, let's get that. What's my trade efficiency? Trade efficiency. 95% trade efficiency. Delightful.
Pan, can you beat up Ming?
Attack one of you haven't killed them in like a century. That's true. They don't have anything I really want though. So, I mean, I could take some more centers of trade. I could feed
I'm just saving up for my next one.
I could feed him to my fucker, my little guy there. I could do that. I got all that heat.